But as I said, every tournament I've watched of these guys, they get better match after match.
Yeah, I feel like yesterday we saw the B squad of NiP. They were not playing it completely seriously. I love the setup that they're gone for early on from BBL. It's a full stack towards B with 4 players. The Omen ready to throw Paranoia straight down long the second they take contact. That would just be huge had NiP have focused towards that side of the map. But instead, they're going straight into A, where they're going to find LEGOO all by himself. And he's going to have to leg it out of there. Grabs one on the way, but can't make it out fully. And it's a difficult 4v4 retake.
Yeah, the problem is, right, he spotted out a little bit too late. He was playing really backside. Then he does get 1 kill. Great, he's done his job. But now this rotation is going to come in. Their after plant positions are going to be really strong coming out from the NiP side. And this push in, it's going to have to be something spectacular from BBL. Cypher camera goes up. Kero's going to try and get as much information as possible. He does only spot the Cypher, though. Kero continues to make his way, and he doesn't check the corner. Hip dominates him instantly. Aslan's able to reply, but NiP are standing strong. They're managing to get the kills on the board. And Ryan, you don't need to face that much. You don't have to take the challenge here. Now we're into a 2 versus 2. Russ is looking for the opportunity. Going to start the defuse. Nice shot that's going to force him off. Oh, Locker, you can't miss those. Those are ones you are supposed to hit, my friend. Fear off being pushed away. He doesn't have much health, but he still seals the deal. And that's 2.
If you're not quick to deal with them.
CNED wants those style points, man. He's going to be like, okay, I'm just going to hide around a corner, I'm going to hear something, speed boost myself forward, and put it right up in your grill. Take your teeth out and your head clean off.
So I like this setup as well, CNED just baiting. So they shouldn't think there's a player close, although it looks like they were being cautious of it for just a second. Not as they run out, but a whiff from Aslan. Russ is there to save the day from long, and CNED still waiting for a victim. Swings out hero, spot both, and indeed he does. Now ready with the shorty for them to push into hookah.
And this is good, though. Like, I like what we're seeing from NiP, right? 2 players together, 3 players together. They've only lost 1. They weren't in a position where the refrag wasn't possible. Now they can group up and make a decision on where they want to go. Do need to be careful, though. Kero, close with a frenzy. He's going to tuck himself away in the corner here. And the Cypher Cage is going to block his vision. But he hasn't been spotted by the Sova's drone. Kero tries to get some information. They're looking for him. They expect him to be there. Lucka takes him down. It's no problem at all. Oh, nicely done by Lucka, though. He avoids it, and Rush just delivers another headshot.
Now, Russ is on fire in this round. Luckily, Looker is coming back with it. Really matter. You're not going to hit that shot in return anyway.
Get out of my way.
Yeah, it really depends on the type of player that we're seeing at the moment. For now, right, you look at like your Angels, your Screams. We're regularly seeing them more on the Vandals when it comes to it. But Phantom in general is the weapon of choice for most of these players.
I think that's often because if you're running into a site and you're going to see multiple players, you need to be able to just tap, 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 and not worry about having to stop and spray every single person.
LEGOO's got a bit of idea that he might be seeing some players soon, and that's not going to work out. Lucka, well, you said about him not landing his ult yesterday, Mitch. He's just managed to get 2 kills here with this one. This is making a 3rd as well. Lucka's just going for it. Are we going to see the ulti special come out? Lucka on his jet, loving life right now. And he's just styled on him. This is the buy round, and they've done nothing thus far.
Well, they've died. That's about all they've done. Looker's been shredding. He definitely heard us calling him out beforehand, saying, oh, yeah, he doesn't hit anything on his ult. 3K, 4K. Let's go for the ace. Why not? Oh, because he's dead. That's unfortunate. You can see 4 players towards B is definitely their favorite for these kind of rounds.
Okay, Boombox going forward. Oh, no! LEGOO, no! You heard that. You should have known what was coming. Hip's just going to look and go on cleanup duty. It's so easy for him. They push him, and he just holds strong. 57 health, but it's not even a problem. 4 swift kills. But that Boombot, what on earth, LEGOO?
It was a bit...
He's like, I hear it. I'll just go play with it.
I'll just run straight over it. It won't see me.
It's like watching my son go and chase after the remote control car. Oh, look, it's fun. So this one blows up in your face.
Yeah, I hope you've not bought him one with one of those Samsung batteries in it. You don't want to...
Definitely not. For his birthday, though, just bought him one of those ones that you can sit in and ride.
Yeah, I saw that. A BMW, wasn't it?
Oh, no, Mercedes.
Oh, Mercedes, sorry.
Go on, have some class. Definitely a toy one. I cannot afford a real one, let's be honest.
I was going to say, your son's going to murk before I do. What the hell is this about? It's embarrassing me. You know, this is sheer embarrassment for BBL, but not really. I mean, they've lost one buy round where Looker shredded them with an ult, and really these early rounds have gone about as well as you expect. Something we touched on yesterday was that you can get a 2-0 from the pistol, and it also sets you up fantastically if you win that first buy round, because your opponents don't have the money to reinvest, as we're seeing here, and often that should be a 4-0 guaranteed. As it is, flawlessly.
I think the problem here, right, is just that buy round they first had. They didn't expect Lucky. He must have been grabbing the ult orbs as well, because he was able to swing out with those knives, cause them a real big problem.
Yeah, it was the Marshall 3K that he had.
I'm sorry, LEGO, but just, you can hear it, my friend. Hip was just rolling on him after that.
For the
production has just added insult to injury now for him.
See it a few more times. That was really nice by a Hip, though.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, his opponents made a lot of mistakes, pushing him one at a time. Not really how you want to be approaching that one.
Especially on pistols, right? You want to go and swarm him, push forward together, make it as difficult as possible for him. Even if a couple of you die, you shouldn't be scared. Just know that the deal is that you're trying to kill him and trying to get a gun in the round.
Yeah, it's power numbers, but unfortunately the power was not in their favor this time.
Rosto got himself poised and ready here for a push coming up. Oh, he just decides to move away. He's going to go back and look at Hooker. Not going to spot anyone out yet, but little does he know, they've actually started to work their way up B long. This is going to be a slight problem for him. They might be able to actually get a bit of an opportunity found. And no, he doesn't. He gets taken out with a direct headshot. Rhymes on top of it. Aslan, though, he's back in turret mode. He finds himself two, nice and clean. Can he get the third? Straight onto Lucker. And this man, he consistently does this for his team. But NiP are not even bothered. They've still managed to bring it back into a 2 versus 2. But the site is soon to be taken on. And maybe Hip here is thinking, okay, is there an option for us to just teleport through? And I think that's what he's thinking. Oh, Rhyme's gone down in the meantime, though. Okay, it's all on Hip. He does have the spike. Their rotation is already happening. They understand what's going on here. But Hip's going to have to pull off something very special. 95 health. They only got 39 left on the shield. And that's gone completely. Those shock darts have done some damage. Less than ideal. He's trying to avoid the recon. He has to push out into it. And well, LEGO, he'll make up for his previous mistake. They've managed to grab the round, but Aslan, if it was all down to him, basically, because if that hadn't happened, NiP would have had full control.
Aslan's going to be so angry about what just happened.
Smoke that was put down, right? He used it to his advantage. They don't even think to check it. He managed to walk away with 3 kills.
He's been an absolute joy to watch so far. BBL in a good spot considering all the ults they've got online, and they haven't learned their lesson over on NiP. Don't push Aslan. It just doesn't go well. You're going to be throwing the drone through, and they'll look to get a little bit more control. It's destroyed immediately.
Free trying to give him a bit of an opportunity to take some Hooker control. They're already down 1 player, though. And this is the problem, right? It's now trying to find what part of the map you want to take. They're going to go back and pick up the spike, and it seems to be A where they want to focus now. They understand that, okay, be some good choke points, and Aslan's there causing us a lot of problems. So we're going to try and mix it up a bit. LEGO's just jump spotting at the moment. Smart decision. Oh. Imagine if that had landed as well. He'd be getting some ace shock darts going down.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, wow. Here we ult onto it. Looking for the next. Nicely done. Can he get some more? Tries to make it happen. His location's been revealed, but it doesn't really matter because his teammates are all around him. He's got the backup he needs. They're getting the spike down. It has been planted, but that's going to be it because they're just coming through and getting absolutely torn apart. Really solid round there. Great positioning from LEGO. Really smart on how he wanted to use his ult when it came to it as well. Surprised he didn't get a bit more of it, though. Definitely could have got 3, potentially.
Definitely. I mean, NiP's overall setup and gave up on their options very quickly and went in towards a part of the map where they had no info. Also, the fact that they left the cam in play towards the back of toilets, I felt like that did basically nothing for them. Whereas it could have been used potentially to spot out some players on the A side as they move forward.
Lucker, though, he's managed to find the opening pick. Blinding. Nicely done by Aslan. Only gets 1, sadly. He knew he had to make a move. That drone was coming towards him. The revives come in the meantime, though, which is going to make sure it's still a 4 versus 4.
Cost them a wall as well to get that revive up.
Yeah, quite a bit of utility having to be spent already.
It should be pretty soon that another recon dart is up for the Sova over towards this side, so LEGOO can get that information, but nothing comes his way. And the super passive hold that we saw in the pistol round, that's even more so now. Almost gets a second on the fadeaway. Rhyme's going to be able to get out with his cages, and a plant should be secured towards default.
That drone's being sent spotting. Going to get taken out, but they now know where the Cypher is. Oh, I thought he landed that then, but it was Rust that picked up the kill. They're starting to push in. CNED's fallen in the meantime. They've got a good read on where the players might be, but they just can't see him yet. They've got to get their eyes on him real soon and start to make their way around. Rust checking all the corners here. He's getting ever so close. Kree now has made the noise, but oh, off the side. That's not what they want to see. Fearoff hiding away, manages to get one. Kree getting himself back into safety, low on health, and oh, that's a shot you can't be missing. He's got to be careful, but Fearoff's there to back him up. NiP do secure another round.
It's really just unacceptable for them. That's why I picked BBL to come into this and win. At least to win one of those maps, I would expect, if NiP aren't completely woken up by their performance yesterday. It seems so far they are. They're not giving away too many advantages. But even like, what was it, the second round? Or the first or the pistol round, where Rhyme just swung out in the 3v2 post plant. It's just no need.
Sorry, Hip just started chasing him down, and he still gets away with it. Brilliant stuff coming out from Hip there. Aslan got forced out of position, and Hip was just spraying going forward. In the meantime, though, Luck has found CNED, and it doesn't matter where BBL are on the map right now. These openings went just hugely in favor of NiP, and now they're massively lost and confused. Where do they want to go? NiP have full control, and they've really got BBL guessing at this point.
Well, they're going to give away the answer as they move towards the A site. Again, it's LEGOO that has to get it done in a bit of a more aggressive position than what we've seen him in the past with the operator. Manages to grab one on the fade, back on the fear, off the swing. Both players missed their shots, but LEGOO's good for the second. Now back in a spot where they can make it work, but Rhyme and Kree get the job done. Kiro double peaked to Fib. Said it just now, and I thought, is that still true after that game? They're 17th now. So that's slightly affected, obviously, because the Giants have no ranking, really. Their points are much lower, so it affects your MMR a lot more losing to them. Even a one-to-one trade. Nice shot, man. Aslan is on fire this tournament.
Yeah, he's showing us what he's worth. Aslan's not only just good with the rifles, he's able to put the Sheriff to work as well. Scary here, though, for BBL. If they don't start to pick up some rounds, if they don't start to get some momentum here, NiP could really start to run away with it.
No more charges left.
There's only 50 seconds left, so a push has to be made. And two of them have been spotted out now towards Hookah, but you can see they're backing off immediately. Perhaps they've shown the spike as well. I'm not sure if Kiro would have spotted that, but they're hoping that the rotations will be dragged by just this solo Cypher, causing all the hassle. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. In fact, Jet even starts to move over. The ult's still in play. It could get very dangerous very quickly.
Oof. LEGOO tries. He was hoping to put him some work with that ult and give his team a chance. But instead, NiP will get the plant down. But here we go. CNED ults up. So a lot being spent into this round. They really want it. He's got himself in a good spot, but they're not going to just push into you. They know what you're doing. They know what you're trying to achieve here. Lucka just puts an end to him straight away. Gets a second one on the board, jumps into his own ult at the same time, but Kiro's able to seal the deal. That's a really strong performance. Rhyme's running back around. Information is going to be revealed. Now he goes, he's coming from behind as well, but just as he turns.
His ultimate's being used to find so many advantages. He's hitting his op shots and looking to fix everything that we were sort of criticizing him for yesterday. How consistent can that be, though?
Yeah, everyone can have a bad game, right? And
oh, yeah.
He's obviously just come back into this and thought, you know what, yesterday wasn't acceptable from my personal standards. Hopped in the DM for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Got pre-fired a couple times.
Slowly working their way up to B, though. Very defensive setup from BBL this time around. Russ going to give him a little bit of information with that, though. And that's not what they want. Rush trying to desperately escape. Oh, this is huge from Hip. He expects him to be close, but no one's even near. He needs to try and find one. The ult goes out. Oh, and he gets a double Hip. It was looking like he was going to run out of time and not get anything. But
and I'm waiting. I'm waiting on the edge of my seat to see that same BBL come through. We didn't see them on blind. So maybe that's somewhere like if they do go over to a Haven, they looked very good there versus G2. Maybe that's what we need to see, Banks. Maybe we need to see a Haven up next. That could be their safe haven. Blind certainly isn't.
It was their pick last time around. Oh, the timing here, Kree isn't able to save his teammate, but is able to get at least the refrag in. They now know, though, that there's a heavy stack towards A. It means they can get this spike down no problem. NiP have just been able to walk into sites many a time here. Russ is hoping. Checking the corners carefully. Little does he know there's actually 2 players around here. Might be a good for 1, but it's not going to be possible. Hip's aim far too strong when it comes to that one. Actually, if you're LEGOO at this point, you just save, surely.
You would imagine so with an operator in hand. There's still 1 round to be played for. Money's not great, but he just dove in and died. Ultimate. Or but even if he just died, 1.1.
Yeah, he worked his money out well better than what we were, that's for sure. CNED, though, he's not been having the greatest game. You spoke about him being a key player for this roster. Their attacking side's going to have to be something phenomenal here.
His opening duels were insane yesterday versus G2. I think it was towards the second map that he picked up 5 and 4 in the first. It was Ascent. Obviously, it makes sense on Ascent. It's quite a choke pointy map. Very linear, so you can pick up a lot with an operator. Bind, a little bit more difficult to make it work. Big old map. He's going to try to do it this time. Oh, he's caught by it. Dashes out of the way, though. Smoke down to get him back over the left side. But in the meantime, Kiro falls. And now they desperately need something to go their way. With CNED so low, this crossfire is probably the best option to at least guarantee them 1 kill when the push comes through. But it's not going to. They've moved over towards the A site where LEGOO is yet again all by himself. Oh. But Aslan, tucked away in the corner, catches them by surprise, coming out of the bathhouse and picks himself up at double. This could be it now with BBL looking to find themselves at least that 3rd round for the next half.
Oh, he thought he got the kill there. Aslan thought he took Lucker down, but he was able to escape. This is doable. The smoke's going to be put on the floor. CNED trying to spam up, but he's not been able to hit anything just yet. There's only 15 seconds left. That spike's still not being put on the floor. Lucker's run all the way around. He believes he can get this done. Timing is not going to be on his side, though. Oh, he misses a key shot. Has to go in for the spike plant. Needs to ensure that he's going to be hooked up by his teammate and covered well, but he goes straight away. It's not going to work out. And finally, another round for BBL. NiP couldn't quite manage to get to 10. But still a very impressive.
Didn't buy abilities. Either way, BBL on the attack. They're very spread out. This is something we see quite often on the attacking side, which is where you throw down your camera as the Cypher and you immediately just rotate to the other side. Maybe that was the kind of play NiP were trying to make in one of the rounds where they had it outside of the bathhouse, where they were just trying to bait those players into peeking them.
Is it going to work out, though? That's the other thing. CNED, will he expect any aggression here? Doesn't want to push too far into bathrooms on his own, and that's a smart decision. Don't overextend and go down and just be a hindrance to your team. Very passive for now, though, from BBL.
I do wonder why they've decided to move back to the B side. They didn't face any sort of resistance on the A side. They may have heard Cypher's cam, that's about it. And over on B, their cam was destroyed immediately, so there could have been players pushed up and ready for them.
Oh, that raise nade was on point. Timing worked out real well. They tried to push in. Well, that's not what you want, CNED. You should have had the advantage there, my friend. On great use of Hip's abilities, but that's not going to get him the kill. Does a nice bit of damage to Russ, who'd already had to heal up his teammate. They're not having a chance. They've not even had a go at getting in. They see someone, they die. They see someone, they die. That was it.
Back, I think.
Okay, you called a strat at the beginning round. CNED, reconnect, let's go. Oh god, CNED died straight away.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Would it make a difference? And I got the answer very quickly.
Poor CNED.
Yeah, he's not having a good game, and we gave him praise before the game, so it's not like we're being unnecessarily harsh on him.
No,
we are.
He looked really good yesterday.
Yeah, we don't underrate him as a player. He is a solid player, but Looker's winning those duels. They're literally the players you expect to go head-to-head when you're going for those all-ping fights. And Looker's just dominating. Again, you've got the weaker weapon in this one, so it's not like we are too surprised that that fight didn't go his way. You're pushing into all these weapons on range and finally able to take a kill, but another 4 have to follow up for LEGOO, unfortunately. So the ace clutch, the 1v5, and the shot in the back of the head to confirm on the server. And at 11-3, I have to say, Banks, this is... It's not quite as exciting as the game we had yesterday to open it up.
No, this is, like I said, NiP coming back with full force. NiP realizing the errors they made yesterday. The double jet. They were not having that. Both of them were like, let's just tailwind our ways out of here. We're not taking this fight right now.
You can see how this game is going by CNET's reaction, though.
He's like,
the other jet dashes away, and he's like, what's happening? Oh, no. Get me out of here. I don't want to die.
I don't blame him. I don't blame him at all. It's lucky you're going up against. He's definitely having a great game once again.
It looks like it's going to be a hit towards the A side. Banks, still 2 players here. The Cypher going to be the one that holds it. I don't mind this. I was watching back some of the games. A lot of players 3-stacked B with a Cypher there. That was odd to me. Great early fight by Looker. He's just picked him up as the smoke was falling down. Just saw the tip of his tippy toes. Looker with another. He just can't be stopped.
Oh, Looker's just on point. Rhyme doesn't even need a weapon. He's just using the Sheriff. Devastation right now. The spike will still go down. It's a 3 versus 2. So this actually is winnable for BBL. They just need to get themselves in some good spots. And interestingly enough, I'm not sure why Rhyme doesn't have a weapon. What's going on? He gets taken down. Aslan's able to finish him off. This is doable. Ooh, Hip's come up from up high though. Aslan now all alone in a good spot, but they spot him out first. Hip is going to check it. 12th round and match point secured. BBL, it's just, you get so close and yet it's so far.
So far, though. Yeah. It's a win, right? Yeah, it's okay. I'm right. But in all reality, I do think they'll come back better in the next map. But if you're getting 13-3'd, it's very difficult. I mean, it's so hard to predict you to win the next. Yeah, and I don't think you can do that.
Like I said, we've seen this in multiple tournaments, NiP improving as the time goes on. Maybe yesterday when they were experimenting, they underestimated their opponents, and that's why we end up in this situation. Kiro's just trying to walk up. Now, we do say CNED get the kill on Defirov, but they've still got to be oh so careful. The Omen is waiting in the wings, right on the edge. There's so much going on. Kree's just lining them up. He makes it look easy. It's a 13-3. It is a solid performance coming out of NiP. Top fragging, looking strong, looking confident. 5 first bloods in there. One of those was the amazing knife 3K that he just entered into the site with.